What's up, YouTube? I'm Kyle.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Rich.
And we've got Alex Smith information.
We do. In case you haven't heard, breaking news. Alex Smith was traded to Washington. So what does this mean for Kirk Cousins? What does this mean for Washington?
Come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Alex Smith just got traded.
You sure did. He got traded to Washington for a third-round pick and Brandon Fuller, cornerback. So what do you think?
I think he's making a lot of money on this.
Yeah, he is.
The contract's looking at somewhere upwards of $90 million.
94, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
For over 4 years, $71 million of that is going to be guaranteed. This guy's going to be banking.
Yeah, he is.
But I don't see why Washington made this move. I don't see Kirk Cousins being better or worse than Alex Smith. So why make the trade? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Kirk Cousins is a poor man's, if anything, Alex Smith, or vice versa. I don't really understand this trade. I don't understand what Washington is doing. They're giving a 33-year-old a 4-year contract, $91 million. Granted, they have deep pockets. Yeah. But again, it's not like you're trading for for Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or something. You're trading for a quarterback that you know what you're going to get, has a ceiling.
Whoa, not Tom Brady.
No, don't get into that. You're not trading for a Hall of Famer necessarily. So it's an interesting move. I personally don't get it. I don't understand giving a third-round pick. I think the Chiefs are the winner in this, if anything, because now they get to play their young quarterback, Mahomes, with don't have to worry about any quarterback controversy. Yep. So from that standpoint, from the trade itself, I don't get it.
Now, do you think Mahomes is ready to continue in Kansas City?
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he's going to his second year. He's young. He has a rifle for an arm. But, I mean, we've seen quarterbacks with strong arms before fail out. So they see something special in him. I don't know what it is, but Kansas City is high on this guy. And clearly Andy Reid doesn't think that he can win a Super Bowl with Alex Smith. He's all about Mahomes, so why not go for it? You might as well put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, that brings up some interesting points as far as where can Kirk Cousins go from here.
Yeah, so Kirk Cousins is finally going to be free of Washington. Now, they can still trade him, technically, if they want to, before the free agency period comes along.
Which hasn't begun, by the way.
Hasn't begun. It starts in March. But obviously, most likely, they're not going to be able to trade him unless the team is dumb enough. Yep. But most likely, the teams will wait it out to get him in free agency so they don't have to give anything up. So he'll be a free agent. A lot of options, a lot of quarterback-hungry teams. Again, Kirk Cousins is not a bad quarterback. He threw for over 4,000 yards. He's been pretty
When he's on,
reliable.
he's on. When he's not on, he sucks. But
I mean, overall, he's a good quarterback to have. Most teams would take him. So in terms of a few teams, what have you heard about teams?
Well, obviously, there's two big teams, and one is Denver, and I'm a Denver fan. And I'm okay with this move. He's 29 years old. He's going to be okay in Denver. Now, Von Miller came out, and he said that he really wanted
he flat out said
he wanted Kirk Cousins on the team. It would push him over, and I think I agree with him there.
Yep.
I think they're going to have to clear out some salary cap space.
Yep.
I don't know if that means getting rid of Talib or what they would have to do that.
There's been rumors about that.
Yeah.
So they only have $28 million in the cap as right now. They will have. Yep. So they got to make some more cuts to get him because you don't just want to get Cousins. You obviously have to address other needs. And as far as Denver's concerned, Denver's getting older. They're not the 2015 Denver Broncos. They're not in their prime. They are getting older. Von Miller's still a stud, but the surrounding cast is getting older. I keep stressing that.
So they still don't have a very good offensive line either.
They have a lot of issues to address. But it affects if they sign Cousins, then they had that fifth overall pick they could use to address something else, or possibly trade back and acquire more picks. So there's options once you cover the quarterback.
Now, Kirk Cousins made a lot of money in Washington for a few years period.
Yeah.
So the question I think here is will he sign a contract to win a Super Bowl, or will he sign to cash out?
Yeah.
I think that's where he's at in his life.
Exactly. He's not getting any younger. He's 29. He's about to hit 30. And yeah, as you said, he made a lot of money being franchise tagged the last 2 years with Washington while they were pretty much toying with him, waiting for him to fail or waiting for a reason to not give him the money. And so, yeah.
Where else do you think he might go?
Well, funny enough, you talk about Denver being your team. The Jets, my team, actually have a legit chance to sign him. First of all, they're going to have $100 million in the cap, in salary cap, once they cut a few guys that they will cut. Yep. He's very familiar with their offensive coordinator in the Mike Shanahan tree, coaching tree. So it's going to be he's comfortable in that offense. He's praised the Jeremy Bates, our offensive coordinator, and he comes from that same Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan mold, offensive geniuses. Hopefully he's as good as those guys. But the Jets have a legit chance. The Jets are young in a lot of parts, a lot of pieces, a lot of areas, but they have a lot of good young pieces. And like I said, they'll have probably over 100 million in the cap.
And
they can sign a lot of players.
Build a team around him, obviously, if he goes there.
Draft-wise, they have the 6th pick right after the Broncos.
Yep.
Same thing. They could trade back, get more picks, or they can get a different stud to help because they'll have the quarterback situation figured out.
Which could also change the draft situation and what people would want to look at for their draft.
This Kirk Cousins signing, wherever he signs, is going to have a domino effect on all the teams, I believe.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Spot on. Now, if it's not our teams, because I know a lot of people might think we're biased on this, what other teams would go after him?
Well, you've heard about Buffalo. You've heard about Arizona since they don't have Carson Palmer anymore. Big one surprisingly, you've heard about Cleveland. Cleveland's going to have a lot of money, more money than the Jets. Jets would have second, Cleveland would have first. And Cleveland, yes, they went 0-16, but I think that they're not far from being competitive if they can make the right signings.
I agree.
So Cleveland has
and they have an amazing salary cap.
Yeah, they have well over 100 million.
Yes.
So
they can put together a team, and it's just a matter of who's going to be able to put that team together.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting what happens.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, do what you do. Come back and see us. And comment. Let us know what you think.
Take it easy.
Yeah.